Good morning. Less than a minute to go.
Aren't you supposed to say, "Hey, everybody, good morning"?
The wrecking crew is back. We're ready to do this.
Eli and his mutts, the Irish Wolfhound and the Bulldog. Eli and mutts. Right, Johnny?
Yep.
The mutts.
Yep. All right. 10 seconds. We're kicking it off. Let's go. Roll it out. All right. So we're starting with our usual 9-minute ramp. 3 minutes at 50% of your threshold heart rate. 3 minutes at 60%. 3 minutes at 70%. And then we'll start with our regular wrecker main set. So ease into it. Relax your lower legs. Get your breathing under control. Wake up your body. Stay loose. All that good stuff. We are in the ultimate brick workout here, right? 4 bike sessions, 4 run sessions. Hopefully everybody's got decent weather to get outside if you have to do your run outside. If you're doing it on the treadmill, I guess it doesn't matter. Doing it on the treadmill should be a super fast transition, John. All right, so hopefully you guys know your heart rate zones and your percentages of your threshold heart rate. If you don't, you could go by your power, threshold power. Use the same zones. Good morning, Coach Emily. Feel free to chime in here if you want to lead us a little bit. Okay, in 15 seconds, we take it up a little bit, 60% of your threshold heart rate for 3 minutes. Wiggle your toes, keep your ankles, lower legs relaxed. Easy spinning now. Maybe a little bit of higher cadence right now for this ramp up. In the 80s.
How many people on the ride are not running? Christina, you running? Laura, you running? Oh, good. Perfect. Christina, you running?
I'm running. I can't get Zwift. Are we following Zwift or are we just riding?
So you didn't get the link?
I have the link. It's not working. I'll figure it out. I'll just
Don't
ride.
worry. But you are running.
Yes.
Good. Good. What kind of pace, Johnny, Eli, do we do on
For the
this
running?
first one?
You talking about for the running?
For the run, yeah.
Well, for the running, your first 8-minute run will be at 85% of
Okay,
your
so pretty
threshold
quick.
pace. And every successive run after that, you go up 5%, finishing
Lovely.
at 100%.
Woohoo! I like it.
Ow. Oh boy. I shouldn't have ran last night.
It's
There's goodness
just 8
going.
minutes.
CJ, you're running? Just put your thumb up. You should be, yeah. Rune, I know, is desperate to run. Len, you're running. Len always runs. Michael's running, obviously.
Hey, Chris, I'm gonna run. You can stay on
No.
the bike.
What?
You can stay on the bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Emily, you're running?
Can you see the treadmill behind me?
Look at you. Oh, look. Oh,
Hey, let's switch it up a little bit today.
wow. Because Eli lives in a high rise in
All right, don't forget during this session, critical to focus on your hydration, fueling, especially with all the changes. Figure out when you're going to take a drink, when you're going to take a gel, so it doesn't interfere with your transition times.
Laura, you're running for sure. Laura, is there any way that you could run with an iPhone and show us your run? Because guys, where Laura lives, way down the south of Ireland, where my father was born, in the little town my father was born, is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can do it, Laura. Could you try? And then maybe post something later on of your run? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe post something on Tower 26 later. Oh, my heart rate jumped up pretty quick here.
Yeah, we're in our last 3 minutes of the ramp. We have a little less than 2 minutes to go here before our first 8-minute cycles.
So you're going to give us a countdown to the run, like about 10, 15 seconds. And then we start the transition real quick.
Yeah, we can do that. Keep track of that.
And then Eli, when we get back on the bike, what should our percentage be if we're ERG off?
Well, if you're ERG, everybody is ERG off for this, I believe.
Yeah. Yes.
So if you don't know your percentage heart rate, you should go with the same percentage of power. So for that first one, 75% effort. Second one would be 80%. Third one, 80% again. Last one, 90%.
So we're going off heart rate, not power, or we're going off.
Right now, we're going at heart rate. But
Okay.
if you don't know those percentages, go by power. All right, 20 seconds till we start the first bike.
This is where we should learn what those percentages are, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. If you don't know them now,
Could be writing this down, like remembering, so that on race day, it's just second nature. You're like, okay, I'm at this percentage of heart rate.
All right, so we're starting our 8 minutes. Keep your cadence, race pace cadence, 70 to 80 RPMs. For this first 8 minutes, try working in and out of your arrow position. I'll remind you. Right now, focus on your alignment on the bike. Knees aligned with your toes. Ankles relaxed. Butt firmly planted on the seat. Stable core. All your focus points. In Training Peaks, you all should have seen your heart rate zones. It shows up in Training Peaks. When you look at this workout, each interval shows you what your threshold heart rate should be.
Nope. My heart rate is not 100.
Yours is 100 now.
No, for active, it's supposed to be 109.
Right.
Active, it should be 140 to 150.
Oh, to be young again.
Well, you have different
Again,
zones.
where I'm going, we have to learn what those are, not always look for someone to tell us what they are.
Well, right, but it's been calculated for you in Training Peaks for you to learn and remember, and then you have to make those minor adjustments
Yeah.
based on your perceived exertion, right?
Yes. So where I'm going is we should be taking notes in the way of where am I at with my watts relationship to my heart rate.
Absolutely.
Which I already can tell you at 100%, I should be at 160. So I back it down from there and go, okay, 95. Well, that should be more like, the lower 150s, 153. And then so forth.
That's it. Got to know those numbers.
At 160, I would need a defibrillator. Right, Michael? That's out of my range. A little bit too high for me.
But again, you're not holding it at that for, half an hour. That's a spike. I already can tell you I hold my heart rate at 150.
Ooh. Yeah, but you're superhuman, John. That's why you're the Irish Wolfhound.
Yeah. Rawr.
All right, you guys focus on your pedaling, your cadence. Make sure you're in that 70 to 80 cadence range. We have another 3.5 minutes to go here in this first bike session.
Good time to take a gel, Eli?
Well, you're 13 minutes into the workout. Depends on how many gels you have. I'd say you could wait a few minutes, maybe at the 20-minute mark. But hydrating should have started already. I'd say every 5 to 10 minutes, you should be taking a little swig off of that bottle. Think about that left-right balance in your pedaling. Nice and smooth. Feeling constant pressure, even pressure on both feet. I mentioned this once before, but make sure you don't feel movement inside your shoe. The fit of your shoe is critical to your efficiency. That shoe should fit snug, and you shouldn't feel any movement inside your shoe. If there is, you're wasting energy, and your pedaling will be less efficient.
Stupid question here with a minute to go. Are you leaving your shoes on the bike?
I am.
Uh-huh. All right. Just checking. No getting off, untying your shoes, putting your other shoes on, making sure you look good, and then start running. It's off,
Well,
shoes on.
I think that varies with your experience. If you've not done, any kind of a flying mount or flying dismount without your shoes, I'd be very careful and probably recommend not doing that. It is something that I do in races, but it's always dependent on what kind of transition it is. How long of a transition run? Is it on asphalt, tarmac, or is it on grass or dirt or sand? Each of those may change my mind about how I want to do that transition.
Okay, what's the percentage of this run? 80?
Percentage of this first run
Yeah.
is 85% of your
Beautiful.
threshold pace.
Yeah.
In 20 seconds. Emily, you staying on the bike? Would you lead those other guys through? I don't know if they'll hear me when I'm on the treadmill. Lead them through higher cadence for that 10
Beautiful.
minutes. All right, we're off.
Vámonos. Vámonos.
So if you're staying on the bike, let's build that cadence up. 90 plus. Nice smooth pedaling. Drive with your knees. The percentage effort comes down, but that cadence goes up. So your heart rate comes up too. Probably be around 65 to 75 on the effort level, but build that cadence up. Might take a minute or two to bring that cadence up, or even a whole round, which is fine. Just make it higher than it was during the previous 8-minute effort. Core engage. Drive the knees. Upper body relax. And quiet. Curl those hips under, C shape in the spine. At higher cadence should becoming a little more comfortable. You're settled in. Lead with the heel. Light touch on the bars, wiggle the fingers. Nice and smooth, wiggle the toes.
Oh,
Emily, if you can hear me, can you give us a little countdown starting with about 2 minutes left in this interval?
Yep.
oh, look at that, guys. Look at Laura's run. Unbelievable. I'm back a little early, I think. Haven't got the route sorted out yet.
I think so, Chris.
Uh,
You're
All right,
back.
2 minutes, T-minus 2 minutes. You're already back on the bike. Just spin easy. Higher cadence. Settle that heart rate down. Usually our bike heart rate, our run heart rates are different. Run's usually a little bit higher just because of the gravity component. Drive with those knees nice and light on the pedals. This is in free ride, so you got to use your gears here. All right, 45 seconds.
oh, John's got double camera today. Look at you. Look. Well done.
30 seconds, relax the upper body. You're getting off the run. Take a few drinks. $15. You're gonna have to use our gears to find that 75 to 80% effort. Remember, find the effort first, then power is what it is. Slow that cadence down just a touch. 75 to 85. Settle in. Want to go by effort and then see what the power is.
Yeah, to second what Emily just said. When you come off the
Yeah,
run,
how's
when you come off the run, you might notice that your heart rate is a little higher. So you need that to settle in, to go by your perceived exertion here.
If you're hitting the right effort level, you're hitting the correct stimulus physiologically. The body does not know power. It knows an effort level. Same in the pool. Knows an effort level, and then you see what the time is. There's variance day to day. You just have to be okay with that. That's kind of the one limiter I find with Zwift and FTP. I think sometimes we all get a little too focused on the number. We want to make sure we're building ourselves as a robust athlete who knows our effort level, knows the RPE, knows what we can maintain effort-wise on a given day. So that's where we want to be. And if you ever have a day where you go out there and you can't get your heart rate up, that might not be a sign that you're super fit. That might be a sign that you're tired and your body is limiting you so you get rest. It's amazing how the body can tell you things. You just have to listen. So knees straight up and down. Make sure you're sipping. You have a gel or a gummy, take it if you haven't already. Remember, you don't have to do your exact specific race nutrition every day. I would recommend just use different stuff because you never know what happens on race day. And you need to be able to pivot if something happens and take the calories that are out there. And one, that's making sure you're not working too hard, because then taking in anything is difficult. And two, it's practicing and training that things are coming in, and whether it's Mott's fruit snacks, which are super cheap at Costco, by the way, or a precision hydration gel or whatever, your body can use it. Nice and smooth. Relax the shoulders. Fold into that arrow position. Curve that upper back. You can turtle that head. Light touch on the bars. Check in with that lower leg. Coming off the run, you might be tightening it a little bit more. Remember, relax that ankle. Drive with those glutes.
Now with a brick workout like this, things are happening very fast. So you have to be hyper focused to keep track of everything. No time to let your mind wander here. Stay focused on your cues, your intensities, and your timing.
All right, 2-minute warning. Start to think about, you're doing bike to run. Think about that transition. Your steps. What are you going to do? Transitions are really simple, even for longer distance races. There's only a few things you need to do.
What's this next effort level, Eli?
Next level is 80%. Guys, another thing I like to tell my athletes is that when you're approaching transition, to spin up your cadence, try to get closer to that 90 RPMs, because that's about what we're wanting our legs to do when we get off the bike. Maybe for that last minute. Spin it up.
All right, 30 seconds. You're staying on the bike. We're going to change gears and bring it to that higher cadence, just like we did last time. In 10. 3, 2, 1. Drive with those knees if you're still on the bike. Nice quick cadence. Wiggle the fingers. Soften the elbows. Relax the shoulders. If you're running on a treadmill and you can hear me, same thing. Relax that upper body. Don't want to be tense in that upper body. Waste energy. Check that cadence. Don't let it slip. Easy to kind of zone out. You drop that cadence, 3 to 4 RPMs. Stay on it, the body adjusts. Remember, curl those hips under. Neutral position of that spine. So we can use those glutes. That goes for the run. Don't want that sway in the lower back on the run or on the bike. Remember, round that upper back, roll the shoulders. You're on the bike. Effort's a little lower. You can really fold into that TT position. You have a mirror. That's a good thing to use. You can practice. See and then know what it feels like. All right, 2-minute warning for our runners. 2 minutes. All right, 1 minute. If you stayed on the bike for this, you could use this minute just to ease back a little bit.
And hydrate.
Just get a little kind of minute break before we get back into that 8-minute effort. Thirty seconds.
Maybe for half of this next interval at 80% again, we do half at low cadence and half at higher at race pace cadence. See how your heart rate's affected
2,
by the lower
1.
cadence.
All right, settle in. Remember, let the heart rate be the guide. Power is just the output. Ranges are fine. We're not robots. Eli said if you want to lower that cadence, low 70s, high 60s, use that gear. Stay in that 80% range.
A nice crisp morning here in the West Coast. Nice, refreshing to get out and run for a little while. Feels good.
Everybody's looking focused.
Should be down in Aero, guys. Nice work, everyone. Looking good. Got 2 left, I think. We had 4. We've done 2. 2 minus 2. I've been watching Sesame Street, so I should know. 2 minus 2. It's 2, right? Major? Have I done that right?
Got it.
Okay, good. I have been watching Sesame Street, but it's been in Spanish, so Plaza Sesame.
Check those hips. Curl them under. Knees straight up and down. Don't want to overstress our ITs or inner thighs. Often what you do on the bike, you might not feel it, but you could feel it on the run. Because we're locked here, locked in on the bike. It's extremely repetitive.
The next one, Eli, going to kick it up a notch, correct?
After this, the last one, yeah. We're halfway through the third. And we bump it up to 90%
Ooh,
for the last interval.
I don't like that. Bump it up.
And then we come back for a cool down after that.
We're halfway through this 8 minutes. Let's pick up that cadence a little bit. Your race pace cadence. Use your gears. Settle in, find that feel. Relax that upper body. Weight back on the saddle. Remember that stimulus doesn't always have to be super high power to gain that fitness and efficiency. Cadence changes, working on that position, that all makes you a stronger cyclist. Being able to drink, take in nutrition, and not have your heart rate spike when you do it. All skills.
Hey, a little tip when you're drinking from a bottle is to make sure that bottle is tipped up so that when you first take your first mouthful, you're getting liquid and not air. You get air in with that liquid, makes things difficult. That can spike your heart rate, cause you to cough. You don't want to swallow any air.
And if you do cough, remain calm. Just cough and then keep going. Same in the
Absolutely.
pools.
Yeah.
Swallow a little bit of water. You're fine. It's kind of if you get, oh God, I cough, like, that's where it kind of can cause problems. All right, 45 seconds. Start to think about that transition. Fifteen. 10. 3, 2, 1. You're staying on the bike. Bring that cadence up. Close to 90. Find the gear that allows you to do that. Maybe thinking, oh my God, this is boring. We've done 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8. But if we've been focusing on all those little things, getting lost in that repetition, shouldn't be too boring. Remember, settle into the mundane. And you're entertained. How relaxed can I make my upper body? What does that do to my lower body? Pay attention to the core. Don't let it kind of slack off. You're not bearing down, but it's engaged. Same if you're running. Those shoulders are relaxed. Chest is forward, but not bowed out. Lean from the hips. Neutral spine. Four minutes in. Those on the bike, check the cadence. Don't let it slip due to inattention. Bring that mind back. Curl the hips under. Wiggle the toes. Don't tense those feet. Wiggle the fingers. Two-minute warning if you're running. It should be. Maybe you had to run an extra 20 meters or something because you were going a little bit harder on that run. That's how you know. Sweep those heels across the bottom, not leading with our toes. One minute. 15 seconds.
Last one, guys, last bike interval, 90% effort.
And we're up. I'll let you guys take it. I have to get off the bike in 2 minutes.
Emily, thank you.
Hi,
That's
from
what I-
Seattle. Hey, I've been watching the whole time. Kicking
That's
ass,
what I-
guys.
That's what I
Yeah.
love. Team coaching. Team coaching, great stuff.
Emily. Emily,
What's up?
why is it so important to take this ride serious before you get off? Come on, quickly.
Because this is your opportunity to get better. So why not take it serious? And serious
Exactly.
doesn't mean no fun. It just means be attentive, be prepared. That's it.
Exactly. Serious for me. Running 5:45 pace, knowing you guys are doing the same thing. I'm in Seattle right now. Thanks, Emily. Eli, Chris, Johnny, Emily, you guys kicking ass. Where are we at now, Eli? Come on, I can't even think right. It's so hard.
90% of our threshold heart rate right now. We got 6.5 minutes in this last bike interval.
I freaking love this workout, guys.
I do too.
This-
It's unbelievable.
This is race day. You got to mimic that feeling. You got to get used to the feeling. You know, coming off the bike, you're going to be stiff. You're going to be tired. Your legs are going to feel like jello. That's why we can't just pack it in and pull the chute on a workout like this, because Eli didn't put in the wattage to ERG. He says 90%, go 90%. And you run hard off the bike. Because if you're not doing it now, it ain't just going to happen on race day. Am I right, Eli?
That's it. This is what it's all about. You get to practice
Everyone-
you get to practice the transition. It's race simulation. You avoid plateaus by doing this. And you definitely improve your efficiency.
Everybody gets off the bike feeling like garbage. You're going to do the same thing out of T2 on race day. You got to know, fix your posture, drive your knees, keep the turnover up. And because you prove it to yourself here 4 times through that you loosen up after 2 minutes, you're going to know the same thing happens on race day. But we don't go out there and we just run la-di-da off the bike because we don't want to hurt. We got to take it serious. Mimic how you're going to feel coming off the bike on race day.
Jimmy, would you say this would be the last tough workout for people going to Santa Cruz like Michael, CJ, a few more? They want to calm it down now next week?
Yeah, Tuesday we're going to do a sharpening ride.
Yeah.
Thursday will be
Wednesday we
Right.
have cocktail hour at 5 o'clock with yours truly. Oh, not me.
right.
I'm just the water boy. I'm Bobby Boucher.
We speak as one. All right, I'm in Seattle at my sister-in-law's house. I found a trainer, I found a bike, I found a computer, I found an iPad. But I couldn't miss this one with you guys. This is where the rubber meets the road.
You bring us home, Coach Jim.
This last one, just like in the last mile of the race, we don't let up. This is our fastest one. We're going to get off the bike, drive those knees, get that turnover up, relax the upper body, stay nice and tall, and mimic that feel. sucks coming right out of this house. It's a straight uphill. I love it. Because if I can make it harder now in training, race day, I hit that same effort on a flat. I'm going to know I can sustain and push through if I'm doing it here. Come on, 90%. Let's go. Grand finale, crescendo, whatever you want to call it. We push the effort. We throw those shoes on and we get moving right off the bat. We always say every second counts. This is where we prove that we don't need to back down. Fatigue's building. You got to know every pedal stroke is perfect. After my first bike repeat, I got on the run and my hip flexor was tight. What happens if that happens on race day? You got to know, okay, I'm not engaging my glutes. Push off the back, drive the knee through. Keep nice and tall. Take the stress off the hip flexors. Came back to the bike the second round. I'm cognizant of floating those knees up. Like Eli said, last minute, let's bring our cadence up a little bit while keeping that 90% effort. This is a hard workout, everybody. Very hard. It's pretty much no let up for over an hour. But we practice the way we play. We're going to get that turnover up. We're going to mimic running out of T2 here in 20 seconds. I'm with you guys. You're staying on the bike, get a low cadence in. 55 to 60 RPM. Here we go, everybody else. 3, 2, let's go.
You're on the bike. Try to keep that cadence high. Above 85. Find what's comfortable for you. 85 to 100. But work on that high cadence now. You're on the bike, work in and out of your TT position. You're on a tri bike. If you're on a road bike, work in and out of the drops. Come on, John, bump up that last minute.
Ooh.
1 minute to go.
Ooh.
Get settled in, start spinning a little bit. Let your heart rate come down.
Ah.
Grab a drink.
Spin it out. You hear me, Eli?
We are back.
With Driscoll, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eli, what did we learn today?
We learned that we're made of steel. We definitely can do more than we know. And this kind of a workout shows us that, what our potential is.
That last one was pretty tough. Had to really concentrate. A little bit of fatigue there, that last one. Still good though. Still enjoyable.
So keep spinning, guys.
This workout helps you from getting too comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, you get too comfortable, you hit a plateau in your training. This workout keeps you from doing that. Keeps you focused, helps you improve your mental game.
Right, you push through the adversity, prove to yourself coming out of transition. But I don't know about you guys. My first 3, I was at 550 to 555 pace. The last one, I was pushing harder than I had on the previous 3, but my pace wasn't cracking 605 per mile. That's a perfect example of the way we want to race. You might not be faster, and then you just want to slow down the least.
But Jim, did you look at your heart rate? Did you mark that down? You know what that is?
Exactly.
That's what we talked about in the beginning of the ride, was knowing your heart rate. We were pushing hard at the last ones. What was your heart rate at that last 8 minutes? Make note of that. And that's what you should
What do we
be
got left?
fixing at. That heart rate.
What do we got left, Eli?
We are done with the formal part of the workout. This is just a cool down. Let your heart rate come back down maybe into the 90s before you get off the bike. Great workout, everybody.
Yeah, well done, everybody. Happy Hour Wednesday. Jimmy's leading us through Santa Cruz Talk. Should be very interesting. Even if you're not racing, join in.
Hey guys, great work on the lead.
Well done, everybody. Bacon or sausage?
We're called the Wrecking Crew.
I heard you say that at the start. I love it. Wait, who the Wrecking Crew was?
Yeah.
Does anyone know who the Wrecking Crew was? Eli, you know who they are, really? Besides you guys?
Chicago Bears, right?
No, the Wrecking Crew is it's a studio band that has backed up like all the hottest musicians through the decades. The band that goes in and plays the background music is called the Wrecking Crew. So it's very fitting that you guys are calling yourselves the Wrecking Crew.
Look at Leslie. Look, she's ready to race. Look at that face. Look, all happy. Leslie loves the wrecker.
If this ride doesn't get you guys in the mood to race, nothing will. I can't wait to show it now. I'm fired up. I could tell Rune is the same way. Look at the guy.
Oh yeah, look at him. Look, he's so excited. He had a good week of training. Real good week of training for Rune. I was real happy for him. He's doing well. Coming back from adversity.
All right,
Laura,
so
don't forget to post.
spin it easy, get that heart rate down, but Eli, I'll let you sign it off.
Yeah, guys, thank you very much for putting that effort out today. A lot of focus I saw. Good work. Of course, Chris, you're another story, but
Oh yeah, shut up, Eli. I'll see you in Indian Wells, Eli.
good work. Are you going to race Indian Wells, Chris?
And I'm the race organizer. I have to do the race. I have to look after T26s in Indian Wells. Hopefully I don't get to room with Jim Levinsky because he's so miserable in the morning.
Where was this morning? I took this one serious. Felt like race day.
That's right. Race day. You want some blueberries with that oatmeal? No. All right, guys. Have a great day, everyone. Great start to
Yeah.
the day. Anthony Ross, well done, man. CJ, well done, brother. See you guys.
Everybody. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Have a safe weekend. Love you guys. Bye.
you too. Bye.